Hey, Father Miller here. Welcome back to the Nerd Father. Father Sinatra, who joins me from time to time, is on his way. But this is my first Sunday night stream in probably 5 to 6 months. For those that have been following me for a while, I was on a sabbatical for from January to the beginning of April, as I had pulmonary embolism last fall. And as I told my people, I had some depression because I was in a remote part of the country, in a remote part of our state, and isolation is not good for me. And it was one of the things I was grateful for when the pandemic hit and we were doing the Sunday night stream with about 6 other priests. That kind of was like my therapy in a way, because it really felt like being back in the seminary. But happy to be with you tonight. I'm going to try to do this on Sundays. I got to give a shout out to Gary from Nerdrotic. Because of him, I am now 16 subs shy of 1,000. So if you're watching and you're not subbed, please do hit that red button. Get me to 1,000. As I told 32 Flavors of Dickwiser, I'm at 984 subs right now. But I have about 2,800 hours of watch time. So once I get up to that 4,000 hour mark, you start getting a little cash. Honestly, it's not why I started the channel, but anyway. So Eastern book holder, Doctor Who versus Doctor Strange. When Father Sinatra gets here, we'll talk a little bit about it. But I did a stream with Ian, the Mega Geek, last week. 2 of them, actually, because the new Doctor was announced. And I got to be honest, they got to win me over. I am really not sure what to think of the new Doctor. I don't really know anything about him. I know he's in a show called Sex Education, but again, what does that mean? I don't really know. I've never heard of it. So with the ratings the way they are right now, I think he better hit it out of the park. And I had to explain that to a British guy on Twitter, that I want stories like The Girl in the Fireplace, The Family of Blood, The 11th Hour from New Who. There hasn't been anything that's knocked my socks off in, I don't know, since probably season 9 or 10. No, nothing from season 10. Season 10, I didn't even get to see the whole of season 10 because I got moved to a parish that didn't have BBC America, and it was before we had VPNs where we could watch the BBC iPlayer. So I've not actually sat down and watched the entire season 10 of Doctor Who. I just remember seeing Capaldi's last episode and absolutely hating it because it was a disgrace to the Brigadier and it was a disgrace to the First Doctor. So let's see who we got in the chat tonight. Chris, again, I'll learn how to pronounce your name one of these days, but good to see you again. Sincerely yours, here a little bit early. Good to see you. The R is here. So, as myself, as I said, I was going to be starting the stream real soon. I was just waiting for Father Sinatra. We got the R. So one of the things I'm looking forward to trying tonight, I have set up a Stream Elements account. I don't really know how well that's going to work, but you know, the nice thing again is when you get to be a little bit closer to 1,000 subs and 4,000 hours of watch time, you get monetized, and kind of hoping to maybe get a little bit of comic money. So we'll see. Evan S is here. Good to see you. Let's see. Again, Eastland Burkholder. Chris P is here. Good to see you. Miss Martin is here. So good to see you. Matt Smith. Okay, so I am a fan of Peter Capaldi. I was just showing Ian this. This is the thick of it. Now, I will warn you that this is a very R-rated show, mostly because of language. But this was how I first got to know Capaldi, because when he was announced, I had never heard of him. I saw that he was in the thick of it, so I ended up watching the first season on Hulu, got addicted, and bought the DVDs. Capaldi is kind of like the Office, but within a political office, and it's definitely not family friendly. There are a lot of F-bombs. It reminds me of the line from the Christmas Story of the old man who could paint a Picasso with profanities. So let's see. Miss Martin is here. Good to see you. We're going to have the Catholic stream soon. Man of War, good to see you. So I was just saying that I got StreamYard or Stream Elements hooked up. I just noticed a super chat you sent a few months back when I first tried to get this set up. So I want to thank you for that. I will not use it on Twix, but I'll be using it for Dallas. So as I was just saying, and hopefully Father Sinatra will be here soon. So as you know, I'm part of the Nerdrotic community, happy member of it. Gary just announced, and there it goes. All right, looks like it's working. So got my little tip jar set up. So I am going to Dallas next month for the Friday Night Tights meetup at Gators. I would normally have gone to the Vegas get together like I did last year, but one of the things in my new assignment is I'm going to be teaching this fall. And as you can tell, I'm in a new parish, new background. I don't have my Kirk or Shatner picture up. They're actually over on the other wall. So I am excited to go to Dallas. It's about a 10-hour drive for me. I know I've talked to Man of War about it. He's going to be there for it too. Just Another Red Shirt's going to be there, and some of the people from the Nerdrotic community. So this was announced on Friday, the official location. I'm going down a little bit early. I am going to go down on Wednesday. The meetup is Thursday, and I'm actually staying till Saturday. I have to get back to the parish because Saturday the 19th, we have a youth retreat that's starting, which got to get back to be able to help run that. So I am looking forward to being in Dallas. I've never really been to Texas unless you count flying through Houston, but this will be my first real experience down south. So I'm looking forward to it because, as I was telling somebody, the nice thing about going to a town I've never been to before, especially a big town, a lot of comic shops to visit, shops that I've never been to before. So I've already been doing a lot of my planning. I got my hotels booked and going from there. Let's see. Oh, okay. Father Sinatra just sent me a text saying he's almost here. So yeah, I'm hoping to have a good time. One of the things I'm going to do is visit the Kennedy 6th Floor Museum at the Dallas Book Depository. Let's see, I'm going to hit that for now. We'll come back to that. and then visit Dealey Plaza. So this get together for the Nerdrotic community is going to be at Gators, which I looked at the map. It's maybe half a mile from Dealey Plaza. So yeah, it's going to be a good time. It's going to be good to get away. I've been at this new parish now for a little bit over a month and a half, and that's been going really good. It's really, really good to have people around again. And the nice thing is I am not done for the day at 7:30 in the morning, where my previous parish, because small parish, not many meetings, not a whole lot going on to keep me busy. So very excited. So this Tuesdays are my day off. You know, Sundays you would think the weekend, but not so as a priest. So Tuesday, I think I'm finally going to go get to see Sonic. I have no desire to see Doctor Strange, and I look forward to hearing Father Sinatra's opinions on it. As I was talking with one of our acolytes this morning, I just am not a fan of the new Marvel stuff. And as Gary calls it, the MCU. So I will review Miss Marvel because I do have Disney. Because with American Express, they're kind of giving you a few months of free Disney. Figured what the heck. But yeah, so I really don't have a desire to see Doctor Strange. I'm not a fan of America Chavez. I've read a few of her comics through the Marvel app and absolutely do not like her as a comic character. Although the comic character appearance versus the way she looks in the movie is a night and day difference. So, but yeah, the only other movie I've been able to see, the first movie I probably saw in a few months was Father Stu, which came out. Oh, it came out right before Holy Week, and I think it was 2 weeks after Easter. I finally got to see it. Great movie. Ian and I did a little review of it the other day. Again, it's a hard R, mostly because there are 30 F bombs in it. But it's for me, it was an inspiring story, showing a guy that's gone from pretty much no faith to becoming a priest. And from what I've read, he is up for sainthood right now, mostly because of his conversion and the type of life he lived after being baptized. And really, it's a reminder for all of us who are Christian that everybody, no matter what we've done, we're called to be holy. So, let's see. Chris P. mentioned Peter Capaldi from Torchwood, Children of Earth. I never got to see much of Torchwood. I watched the first season, and honestly, I wasn't really a big fan of it, mostly because it was a more darker version of Doctor Who, and they did play up the Captain Jack being hitting on anything that was alive, is the best way to say it. And again, that kind of goes back to Russell T Davies coming back to Doctor Who. I want it to succeed, but I really don't know if it's going to. So, Father David Nix, I don't know who Father David Nix is. Myself, I loved the movie. I mean, it's not the best Catholic movie I saw, but Mark Wahlberg is going through a conversion right now. I believe it was when the Pope was in Philly, 2017, I think it was, or 2016, one of those. Mark Wahlberg was the headliner for a family event with the Holy Father, and he did apologize, I think, for some of the movies he's made, like Boogie Nights, which I've never seen, but I've read about. I don't think, if the way he is right now, I don't think you'll get a Ted 3. I've never seen Ted 2. I've seen parts of Ted. But, that's a Seth MacFarlane movie. And I'll be honest, I saw the new trailer for The Orville, and I'm very excited about that. Again, looking forward to Father Sinatra joining us so that we could talk about that. But yeah, The Orville was amazing. The trailer looks really amazing. and I had a chance to see the new Star Trek Strange New Worlds first episode yesterday. It's on YouTube, it's on Pluto Plus. You can watch the first episode for free. And you know what? I liked it. I want to like it. I think what helped was that I had never seen Discovery. And as I was telling Ironcaster, I had no trouble getting through Strange New Worlds, the first episode. I watched maybe 5 minutes of Discovery episode 1, season 1, and I had to turn it off. I just couldn't stand it. So, but that's not saying that Strange New Worlds is not perfect. I mean, I'm sure people have heard of the article where Captain Pike gives a impassionate speech to the new aliens they've come in contact with, talking about the road to perdition that they were on, and saying how humanity's road perdition pretty much started with the Trump riot last January, which led to like the American Second Civil War, which ultimately led to nuclear holocaust. So whatever. But I mean, again, I think what helped me with it is I had never seen the Star Trek Discovery. I don't want to see Star Trek Discovery. I watched the first episode of Lower Decks, which was pure garbage. It's supposed to be a comedy. Didn't laugh once. So, I mean, I don't know. And looks like we got him. Are you there? Well, as we wait for him, when did Star Trek get so dark and grim? I would say it's when J.J. Abrams took it over. I mean, I kind of liked it in the beginning, the J.J. trilogy. I mean, I do have them on DVD. I just didn't really like how they played with the timeline, basically killing off Vulcan. So, Father Sinatra, if you can hear me, you might want to try to reboot your camera because I can't hear you. So, but yeah, so I'm debating. I don't think I'll get to. Oh, there he is.
Hey, how you doing?
I am doing good. How are you?
Good, good. I just want to say that Discord is from the devil.
Okay, I don't really know anything about it.
It takes so many resources on my computer. It's ridiculous. So,
Okay. Well, how are you? It's been a long time.
oh my gosh, too long. You are looking well.
I'm feeling
Good to have you back.
I basically dropped 30 pounds since January. I'm trying to get a routine down. So, I mean, the main thing is, I've known what I did wrong in the past with regaining weight, so trying to avoid that. The facial ban has been lifted. So, I started growing this 2 days after that came out. So, and I'm in a new parish, so I'm pretty happy.
Good, I heard you're in a much more. You're not so rural. Let's just put it that way.
Yeah. I actually made a trip to Best Buy. It took maybe a half hour altogether.
Oh my gosh! Not
Where
like 3.5.
before it was basically about a 6 hour journey to go to it before.
Well, welcome back.
Thank you. I was just mentioning, so I don't know if you've been following the news on Doctor Who.
We have a new doctor.
We hope. Did you see the picture that the BBC showed and announcing him?
Yeah.
That's not very convincing me.
Yeah, why? That is that a thing? Is that a thing to wear your shirt like you're wearing a jacket with no shirt on? And when let me ask you this, dear Father. When did Doctor Who become like a sex symbol? When did that? When did that happen?
Say maybe David Tennant.
Okay, but
because I mean that's when the girls started going nuts for him.
Right. True.
Now they didn't go nuts for Capaldi.
No, because he was supposed to be curmudgeon-y. In fact, I haven't even finished all of the Capaldi episodes.
Don't.
I haven't watched since midway Capaldi.
Don't. Season 10 was an abomination. And it's not because Bill, who was the companion, is a lesbian and they keep harping on that. But it was just, I didn't care for season 10. And Capaldi's episode where he regenerated twice upon a time, I think it was, basically has a Hartnell impersonator, the one that was in the 50th anniversary. Mm-hmm. And it also had the Brigadier's grandfather. And I didn't care for him.
You know,
I mean, the thing that I was telling Ian about this, the problem I've had with New Who, mostly since Tennant's era, is this god level that they raised the Brigadier to. I mean, I love the Brigadier, if you remember him from the old Who series.
Oh, absolutely.
But it's like they raised him to a god level, or the worship type level, with reverence and everything. I mean, with his daughter running unit, they got the big picture of him on the wall on the plane and everything.
Well, also too, you know, I mean, he was a seminal character and very iconic, but even the Brigadier made mistakes. Mm-hmm. You know, at the beginning, he didn't trust the Third Doctor at all. So, I mean,
well, that's because of the regeneration.
Right.
Yeah. So, well, I got to ask another topic. Have you seen Doctor Strange?
I have not. I have been really
Are you going to?
I think I am. I mean, and this is coming from the nerd who hasn't watched No Way Home yet.
You got to see No Way Home.
I heard it was fantastic. So
it's amazing.
Yeah,
So the only good thing Phase 4 has done.
I think the issue is, and I think it's a mistake on Marvel's part, that they want to make Doctor Strange the new Iron Man. You know, the new Tony Stark as kind of like the linchpin and the lead character that holds everything together. I think the problem is that they've already told their story.
Yeah.
You know, it no offense to everybody else, but it should have ended after Endgame.
Yeah. And I mean, No Way Home is a perfect wrap up. Kind of like a epilogue.
Mm-hmm. And I mean, I like Doctor Strange as a character. I mean, I saw the Ten Rings guy. What's his face?
10 Rings. Oh, Shang-Chi. I never saw it.
It's not bad. It's okay. It's all right. I saw the Eternals.
Oh, why?
Because I have Disney Plus. I hate to say it. I do.
Was it worth it?
No, not really. The Eternals was I don't know. It's not the Eternals I knew. You know, I just think they're trying to do too much. I don't know what they're trying to set up. I don't know if they've even started with and I don't know if they've started with Kang being the bad guy. I would assume that if you got multiverse and multiple timelines and all that kind of stuff coming back, that I assume that Kang will be the villain. But you never know.
I'll tell you, I'm not going to go see Thor. I am not going to go watch Thor: Love and Thunder. I mean, I absolutely hate the title name, and just watching the trailer, it looks hideous. It's like, I'm not going to waste money and time on that. I could go to the cigar bar and have a better time and feel better leaving there than watching Love and Thunder.
Yeah. I'm going to give it a shot because I like the director. I do like his work. What's his name? It's still
Takiti.
Yeah, Takiti Wakita.
Now, he was good. I'll be honest. I'm enjoying his show, What We Do in the Shadows.
I will tell you, that was the big hit the last time I went to Comic-Con. What We Did in the Shadows.
Are you familiar with Matt Berry?
No.
Before that, he was in the IT crowd.
Oh, him. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. I know the IT crowd.
Yeah, he was the boss.
So
So, yes, as Elijah says here, MCU.
mm,
Yeah. And I was even saying that to one of our acolytes this morning at Mass when I just basically mentioned I hated WandaVision. I didn't see Loki, didn't want to. I have no desire, but I'll review it because I want to get some watch time. But I'll watch the Marvels or Miss Marvel.
I did see. I only watched a couple of episodes of Loki. It did not engage me. It really did not.
So
So
no, I was just saying when I went live. I don't know if you knew, but I am now 16 subs away from 1,000.
I saw that. That is fantastic.
Gary gave me a shout out on Friday Night Tights, and I gained about 100 subs from that. The only thing is, I gotta get watch time now. So I
Okay.
was talking with one of the other guys on Twitter. It's like, okay, Gary set me up. It's up to me now to get to the watch time, and it will happen.
No, how much watch time do you need to get?
4,000,
And how close are you?
2,800.
That's a lot,
But I'm
folks.
gonna start doing more streaming. I mean, I'm gonna start doing the Sunday night thing again. We'll have the Saturday morning, first Saturday stream. I got to talk to Miss Martin and Lady Gravemaster. But yeah, I'm going to try to start doing some videos. I mean, I got time this summer.
Well, that's good. So I have not
I'm not
seen
going to Philly. I don't know if I told you that.
when you are not or you are.
I can't make it to Philly this year. The round trip ticket was going to be at least $700 to $800.
And if you're going to pay $700 or $800, you should go someplace nice.
Well,
Not saying that Philly isn't nice. It is the town of my birth, and I love it here. But
this is what I'm going to instead.
nice.
And just got to show.
Hey, Bosco.
Oh, gee, I hear myself. Okay.
Batman is with my maintenance guy at the moment. He takes him on Saturday
Okay,
on Sunday night.
I'm hearing myself.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Oh, you're echoed.
Hold on.
Do 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 do.
Echo. Let's see. I think I got it done. Okay, so I don't know what happened there. Oh no, I can hear myself again.
Can you
Up.
All right. Okay, so he'll be right back. So I don't know if I'm going to be carrying the stream for a while. Okay, I am. Hi. You're watching the Nerd Father. I am not the Nerd Father. I am the Nerd Father's friend. He has an echo problem in his own head, and it's driving him cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. So I am taking over raw. No, it falls to me. No, I haven't.
No, it doesn't. Okay, so when I found out what happened is I had another window open in the background. I don't know why.
Okay.
So I was able to close it.
Okay, good.
But yeah, I got about an hour because I have to do benediction tonight for the Pink Sisters.
Oh, you had the Pink Sisters out there.
Yeah.
That's great.
So Sunday nights is our parish night to do benediction for them. So I'll wrap up in about an hour and then head down.
Good stuff. Good
They're
stuff.
great sisters. It's painful, but it's good.
My aunt would always. My mom has two sisters. One that's older than she is, and then one that's younger. And the one who is older, all of my cousins, for the most part, were wild children, just a little bit. And the biggest threat that that my aunt would always say is, "I will start praying I'll ask the Pink Sisters to start praying for you." Anytime that my cousins had a cockamamie idea, she would always send it to the Pink Sisters. Please don't make this happen. And inevitably, everything would fall apart.
See, when I was younger, my parents always threatened us by playing Barry Manilow. If we didn't stop behaving badly, she would put on some Barry Manilow.
Oh
That
wow.
did it. That did it. It was effective.
Now we know what your kryptonite is, Father.
Nah, it's I really could care less about him. I will say that when Barbara Streisand comes in, I have to turn the channel. I feel like I defiled myself if she plays for more than like 5 seconds. So
Yeah, I don't know what. Well, my mom used to break out the wooden spoon. That was the big threat, the wooden spoon.
nice. So some fun news. I don't know if you watched Louder Crowder.
And no, I know of it, but I do
Okay.
not.
I got to go to the Dave Landau concert. He's the third chair.
Oh wow.
Let me bring that up. Um, yeah, he came to town. I think it was last week. Let's see. I'm just looking because I sent it to the rabbi, the picture of it. Okay, let's bring that up. It's good to be back doing this. It's
I
just taking a
missed
while
this.
to get. Here we go. So that is Dave.
Nice. Is that him on the shirt?
Yeah, that was a shirt that Crowder made with because his greeting is always ahoy. My shirt tonight is a Red Dwarf shirt.
Yeah, I didn't know we were dressing down. Sorry.
Oh no, that's fine. I just have to throw the clerical shirt on and then I'll leave.
Yeah, I'm wearing shorts. I'm wearing my white clerical shirt because it's warm here where I'm at. We it was miserable, 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 miserable. Then it's hot, and we're supposed to get like straight line winds tomorrow night.
We had that the other day.
I think it's this. You know, the system that came across. It went out to sea. It's coming back.
Oh, fun,
Yeah, for the whole family.
fun.
Hey,
So no, oh, go ahead.
did you do anything cool for May the 4th?
No,
No.
no, I'm sorry. I just can't get into the new Star Wars. I really don't want to watch Kenobi.
Oh, how
Um,
can you not want to watch? Hey, as crazy as they are, how can you not want to watch Kenobi?
easy. I don't
It's
want to
Ewan
watch it.
McGregor, man. It's awesome. It's
I
gonna
don't
be
care.
awesome.
I don't
It's gonna
care.
be awesome.
I mean, they've been basically feeding out excrement. I think I can say that word.
Yeah,
And it's like I don't want to see
scatologically
it.
appropriate.
I don't want to see it. And the idea that he's going to fight Hayden Christensen, no. I mean, the only time the way I accept it. I mean, the thing is, Vader and Kenobi didn't face off until the return or the Star Wars, the first one. There was no interaction between. Oh, I can't remember the prequels. The third prequel and then the fourth. So, whatever.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I did watch the Book of Boba Fett. It was okay. It was not as good as the Mandalorian.
Well, they kind of ruined it when they got rid of Gina,
Yeah.
and she will
Um.
be in Dallas for. So, the get together is around Fan Expo, and Gina's supposed to be at the Fan Expo.
Oh, great.
But as I was telling, if Man of War is still watching, I was telling a few of them, I don't think I'm going to go to the expo, mostly because I'm going to go pick for comic books. Because it's like 100. If you go for the whole weekend, it's 100 something. If you want a picture, it's 100. If you want an autograph, it's another 100.
Mm-hmm.
$300 to get in to get an autograph picture. I could spend that on comic books and have a lot more fun.
Right.
And being never having been to Dallas, I'm going to pick a lot of stores for the first time.
Cool.
So, and it's cheaper than going to Philly this summer.
True.
I mean, I got a hotel for 2 nights in Dallas for about 230. The gas is going to be at least another 200. So I mean, that's almost halfway to Philly.
Yeah,
And Rebecca Gold is watching. Good to see you, Ian. Well, okay, so I think I was talking to you about that. If you go the whole weekend, it's like 100. It's anywhere between 87 and 127. 87 would be the pre-order for the pass. Gives you Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. 127 is for the VIP type pass where you can get preference seating. And again, I have to be back Sunday for our youth retreat. I can either drive a 9-10 hour drive on Sunday or at least drive partway back for Saturday and get back at a decent time on Sunday. I'm not gonna. I don't. I'd love to meet Gina, but I don't want to pay $100 for it. And as Man of War says, got better things to do with that kind of dough. Yeah.
I
got my Shatner. I got my Shatner autograph, and I got my Tom Baker autograph. I'm pretty content.
Oh, one sec.
And I did get some comics that are graded, and we'll see his. Uh-oh. And as Man of War just said, and I totally agree with you on that, that's $300 towards Karen Gillian.
Yeah, that was $100 and 2.5 hours in line. Worth every second. She was so nice.
When did you do that?
That was, oh my gosh, that has to be like 5 years ago. Wizard World in Philly.
Okay.
She and Matt Smith were there.
Oh, nice.
Actually, no, I guess it was the height of them as Doctor and Companion. So I'm sure that's more than 5 years ago, right? It's more than that.
Yeah.
So
because you're more than 5 years ago, you're getting into Capaldi era.
Oh my gosh. So yeah, it has to be more than that. So we went and Matt Smith, it was just amazing. It was too much to go see him, but she was her ticket to get an autograph was very reasonable. And she spent time with everybody and she waited. Actually, yeah, it was right around the time that she also did Guardians of the Galaxy.
Gotta mention a quick thank you to Sandy Q. I hope I got that pronounced. $10 tip. Thank you very much.
Wow.
I set up Stream Elements so I could get a little comic money. So,
Father, you are styling and profiling.
Well, as it says here, please help support the channel and comics. So I'm not going to rake in anything like the big leagues, but
you never know. You never know. Yeah, Gillian is more famous than Smith now. Absolutely.
I would say, yeah. I mean, although Matt Smith is now in the new Game of Thrones thing, I think.
Mm-hmm. And he was also in The Crown.
Well, that was yeah. Let's see. If my pastor had Shatner's autograph, I'd go to church. That's why this is why I call my channel the Nerd Father. I'm a nerd and I'm a priest. Nerd Father. So, ye of little faith. If you have the faith the size of a mustard seed.
And William Shatner's autograph.
Yeah. He's saying he's going to spit it on comics. Yeah. Yeah, I was going through some of the... So the nice thing about the new parish, I have a nice closet where I can put my comics. It's a little bit better organized than the last parish.
Mm-hmm.
So there's shelves that I can put the boxes on. And I'm pretty excited about that because it's easier to access. I have 16 boxes, short boxes of comics.
Yeah, I have 20 long boxes at my mom and dad's house. But also, too, I've been collecting since I was like 6.
True.
And there was a gap between, I want to say, grade school when we used to get Marvel Comics from the magazine drive to like high school. And then in high school, Frank and I learned how to drive, my brother, that's when our addiction took off. So we did. There was a little shop that doesn't exist anymore called Riddle Me This, and then one of the guys from Riddle Me This started this thing called Stormwatch, and that's my comic book shop right now.
See, so as you know, and people, I've already mentioned it on here. I had my sabbatical up in Alma, Michigan, and I did a little side trip on the way back. I stopped at Indianapolis, and it was awesome. I spent a little too much money, but I ended up getting.
Wow.
$6. But look at the style on that. I mean, it's
perfect.
The 70s.
Oh, absolutely.
But then you see the big comics I've been collecting are the Jimmy Olsen, Lois Lane.
You always like that kind of stuff.
I mean, it's campy, but it's fun. And I'll just throw this last one.
Oh my gosh.
I paid $7 for that. Okay, so a new comic, as you know, is anywhere between $4 and $5, maybe if not more. Oh,
Sandy Q puts.
Thank you, DR. Good. Thank you. Another tip for $10. Thank you.
So Sandy Q just said about David Tennant.
Didn't see it. Oh, there it is. Yeah, I saw that today. I saw that.
Yeah, that's the first. I haven't looked at it. I just saw the thing.
I'm excited, but I don't know how they're going to do that. I really don't know, because I mean, that was the sad thing about the end of Donna's story. I mean, she had probably the most growth of all the companions, and then to have all that wiped away.
And the burden, was it the grandfather?
Yeah, the grandpa.
And that, like, what's the best line that he's like, every night I'll look up at the sky and I'll think of you. That, like, come on. Like, that's what made Doctor Who great.
Well, did you see the new Star Trek? Strange New Worlds. It's on YouTube.
I haven't seen it yet. No, I mean, I've seen the trailers. I have watched. You know what I'm doing right now? A lot. I'm doing a lot of YouTube adventures, and I'm watching clips of stuff. So I'm watching clips of Picard, which seems interesting, and a little bit of Strange New Worlds. But that does look sharp.
Yeah, I'll show you. So I've been watching this on YouTube. Let me see if I can bring that up. Okay, so I had not seen this probably since high school. There was a show on in the early 90s, CBS Crime Time or I don't remember, but it was called Dark Justice.
As a cop, I lost my collars to legal loopholes, but I believed in the system. As a DA, I lost my cases to crooked lawyers, but I believed in the system. As a judge, my hands were bound by the letter of the law, but I believed in the system. Until it took
Boom.
away. And then I stopped believing in the system and started believing in justice.
I don't think I've ever seen an episode of that at all.
It would have been like 91, 92, 93.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not, I mean, somebody put them on YouTube. So I'm watching them for the first time in, like I said, probably 30 years.
Yeah, that time we were watching a lot of Highlander, the series. What was the other one? It was out of Canada with the vampires.
Which
Darkest
reminds me,
Night?
I don't know, but it reminds me we got to go back to What We Do in the Shadows.
Yes. Well, it was not like that.
See, the problem is I want to play some Matt Berry stuff, but I can't do it on this stream. Mostly because of the copyright, plus there's no words. And
Forever Night.
says
That's
Forever
it.
Night.
But with the K, because that was his
I
name.
do have the Flash show from the 90s on DVD. I bought the box set before I went on leave.
And the Flash show in the 90s, the Trickster was played by
Mark Hamill.
Mark Hamill.
And you know that the Flash went on to be Barry's dad in The Flash.
That's great. That's great.
It was good for the first 2 seasons.
You know what? I never got into any of those WB shows.
Arrow was really good for the first few seasons. It was
My dad liked
really
that.
good. But then it kind of got weird. A little too much drama type stuff. The Flash was really good for the first 2 seasons. But then it just became Mutant of the Week type thing.
But I never got into like what's the something of tomorrow, the
Legends of Tomorrow.
Legends of Tomorrow.
I mean that's Rory that plays the head in
Right.
that.
And when I was out in Comic-Con, that was when they showed us the trailer for Batwoman. And yeah. That was right before it became a dumpster fire.
That was a
with everything
dumpster
that
fire when
happened
they
with that.
announced it.
The first show was not terrible. I
It's
thought, okay,
garbage.
this might be interesting.
No. I mean, the trailer. I mean, you have the trailer where it's like I'm a woman. They're screaming that song. That the suit will be perfect when it fits a woman. It's like no. I mean, the funny thing is, so in Vegas last year, we met up at the Millennium Fandom, which is a nerd bar. And it was so cool to walk in there, and you had Star Trek on the Jumbotron, the original series. But what was fun was the coasters they gave you for your drinks were Batwoman.
Oh, really?
So I showed it to Jeremy from Geeks and Gamers. I don't know if you follow him or not. He just took the coaster and threw it.
Hold on. Got a ticket.
Yeah, no worries. So, he's on mute. Good. I think.
Good evening, Sam.
No, he's not on. Now he's on mute. So yeah, don't anger Az. Az is probably going through a little bit of withdrawal right now. They canceled Batwoman, and they also canceled Naomi, which I've never seen. I never wanted to see it anyway. So, and yes, Priest Hotline. We are on call, so if I get a phone call, I'm gonna have to go. I mean, the priesthood comes first. So, but yeah, so again, that was the thing that was really neat about Vegas last year, and that's the thing I'm looking forward to next month, going down to Dallas, because having been involved in this community for a few years, I've been able to get to know some of these streamers, like Gary, like Odin. I think Odin's going to be there. Comics Division will be there. Quarter Black Garrett will be there. So, I mean, it's been fun just being able to interact with them and to be able to meet them in person. I was just saying that. Go ahead.
I gotta go. Gotta go to the hospital.
Okay. Oh, see, like I said, this priesthood comes first.
All right. So, guys, thanks a bunch. It's good to see you, Father. Welcome back.
Thank you.
Thanks
I'll
for the
do it again
opportunity.
next week, hopefully.
Okay, great.
So, okay,
All right.
We'll see you again soon.
All right, take care. Bye-bye.
So I guess I'm back on my own now. So that's okay. I'm probably just going to go to the top of the hour. We'll see if I can ramble on by myself. I mean, it shouldn't be that hard since it's been a few months since I've done this. But yeah, I mean, that's the joy of the priesthood is, I'm doing this for fun, but if I get a sick call, people come first. And for those that are Catholic and watching, I think pretty much the audience already knows this. Don't wait till the person has died before you call the priest. Because once the person dies, there's not much I can do. But there's so much I can do before the person die. There's so many prayers I can give, so many blessings I can give, and there's so many awesome things. Evan, it's okay. I'm going to have to get running soon. Like I said, I have benediction to do with the Holy Spirit Sisters of Adoration. So, but yeah, I just wanted to go for a little bit today. Pretty excited to be back. Sunday nights are going to work for me. I might talk to Father Bem to see if he's able to join us. I was with him in April. I was back in Iowa and I got to visit him, so it was good to see him. But yeah, so anointing of the sick, the thing that every priest will hopefully drop what they're doing when they get the sick call. It's an important sacrament. And one of the things that we get to do as priests, and I don't have the prayer memorized, but that's why I have it on my phone. We get to give a thing that's called the apostolic pardon, which is, Nana War, thank you. You did not have to do that. And thank you for not going with that extra penny on that. So I will use that for comic money. But I just wanted to read the two blessings that we are able to give for somebody that is near death. And again, it's important to be able to get these before death, because after death, can't do much. So let's see, apostolic blessing. So there's two. I usually get both because there's reasons I like both of the blessings. So the priest says, through the holy mysteries of our redemption, may Almighty God release you from all punishments in this life and in the life to come. May he open to you the gates of paradise and welcome you to everlasting joy. I really like that prayer. But the other prayer that the priest can say, by the authority which the Apostolic See has given me, I grant you a full pardon and the remission of all your sins, in the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. I love that one too. But you see, there's things in the first one that I really love about, may God release you from all punishments in this life and in the life to come. But the second one is the only one that has the sign of the cross given in it. And I love the wording of, I give you a full pardon and the remission of all your sins. So what we believe as Catholics is we don't believe, we don't want to say it's a get out of purgatory card, but it is, but it isn't. I mean, one of the greatest disservices we can do to our loved ones is to already assume that they made it to heaven. So even if you get the blessing like this, you still want to pray for those who have died just in case they need it. Because, Catholics, we believe in the thing called purgatory, where if you still are attached to some bad habits, sins like that, you have to atone for some sins that you have done. If you don't atone here, you do it in purgatory. So, but we can help the souls that have gone before us with our prayers, our sacrifices. So that's why we pray for the souls in purgatory. But yeah, they're both great blessings. And, one of the great joys I had as a priest was 6 years ago now. My grandmother died, and I was able to be there at her bedside when she took her last breath. I made it up a day before, and I gave her the anointing of the sick. I gave her the last rites. I gave her the apostolic pardon, and went back to the hotel. I don't remember what time it was, but we got a call at about 5 a.m. saying that she had the death rattle. So the whole family gathered together around grandma, and I was able to give that blessing again. I didn't say it out loud, but I just gave the blessing again, and within 30 seconds she had passed. So, but this is what we call the grace of a happy death. And for Catholics, this is the type of thing we pray for. My aunt just died last week, and it was very unexpected. So I just asked for prayers for her and for my family. I had not seen my aunt in probably 3 years. So, but the funeral is going to be in October. So, but with that, I think I'm going to start wrapping up. Thank you again for the generous tips. That is going to go towards comics. I was telling one of the sisters that was at the sabbatical that I was on, basically, the thing again, just this last 3 months on sabbatical was amazing. Just being able to deal with stuff and being able to talk about that. And, I think part of the reason I'm getting back into the comics is that I never really got to do it the first time around. So I am really enjoying that. And thank you, Man of War. And thank you, The R. So, yeah. So this is why we as Catholics pray for the grace of a happy death. Being able to receive the last sacraments, being able to have the priest there at the deathbed. So, yeah. But this coming week, I'm going to try to do a review of The Time Traveler's Wife. The show is finally coming out tonight at the time that I'm doing benedictions. So after that is done, I'm going to come back. I'm going to watch the show, and I'll probably do a review of that tomorrow. I'm hosting the Fans and Faith this week with the rabbi. It will be on my channel. We're still trying to figure out the time. I have the later mass. I have the school mass this week. So at the parish I'm at now, we have two masses. We have the 6:30 mass, and we have the 8 o'clock mass. This is my week to have the 8 o'clock mass with the school kids, so I can kind of sleep in a little bit, or I could be up a little bit early. Because of the time change, because of the Sabbath, I think we might be doing it at 6:30 in the morning Central, but that's okay. It's always fun talking to the rabbi. I just received his comic not too long ago, and I've been working through it. Then I think we're going to try to do the Friday afternoon stream again. Friday afternoon stretch. I did that on Friday with Ian and just another red shirt baited. So that was really good. So with that, again, I just want to thank everybody for watching. Again, we're so close to 1,000 subs, getting close to the watch time. Going to have a big party when that happens. Not, going to go nuts or anything, but we'll have to have a big stream party. 32 Flavors of Nick Weiser just went live. I got to meet him last year in Vegas, and he was at 400 subs. He's just crossed the 1,000. He just got monetized. So, yeah, like I said, it's just so good to be back. Good to see everybody, and we'll catch up with you next week. So, till then, God bless.